Sometimes to tell the greatest story of success, one first has to write the prologue of failure. The story of an individual's life is that of struggles and victories and not just of comforts. It's not just of the chances that you did not take and the failures or the missed opportunities. Life oscillates between the highs and the lows, the good and bad moments, the joyous and the mundane. I believe equilibrium is momentary. As a lawyer, I have come across cases that shook my belief. One such case came in 2021. I was in a discussion on a news channel. There was a video clip of a woman, not just any ordinary woman. She was a burn victim in a dowry case. The video was showing her stating how her in-laws and her husband had set her ablaze. She succumbed to her injuries. The debate was not about the despicable situation of our society where women are still killed for dowry over a measly amount of money that a husband feels he is entitled to because of some archaic cultural evil. The debate was about the admissibility of the victim's dying declaration. If that statement will count as evidence of her being killed by her in-laws and husband. That video horrified me for a long time. The flashbacks still horrify me. I was despondent about the situation of our society where in 21st century such heinous crimes like dowry killing still happen. And where a victim's family still is helpless because they are not able to get justice, and the first step they don't know is the procedure, how to approach. This happens a lot still in India because of just some certain issues that have been going on for over the years and ages. Even though sati has been prohibited, dowry killing still happens in our country. Another issue is that I have noticed that people lack legal awareness. That's why they are not able to approach. National Crime Report Bureau said that there were 7,000 dowry deaths in 2020 and 1,700 women killed themselves over dowry issues. Mind that that is suicide. And that is just the recorded data. The actual figures are a lot more because there are unreported dowry deaths. Now, the next thing was COVID-19 added fuel to the fire. As many of us were lucky enough that when the pandemic of life went from one extreme to the other, from being social to solitary, few of us were living in the safe confines of our houses happy. However, women suffered a lot during lockdown because they were locked in the houses with their perpetrators suffering domestic violence. Working women suffered a lot because they were added with handling more responsibilities like taking care of domestic duties, work, and looking after the online schooler. Mental health started deteriorating. In order to preserve the physical well-being, mental health started degenerating. And unlike physical appearances or weight gain and weight loss, the changes to mental health go unnoticed. I used to receive a lot of messages from working women sharing their plight. But till when could I just be an observer to these conditions? I had to do something about changing this situation. There was another report by United Nations published in November 2021. It says that violence against women was a shadow pandemic. 56% women felt unsafe in the confines of their houses during COVID-19 pandemic. There was another shadow pandemic that happened, which is not reported that much. Have you received lewd comments on your social media post? Have you noticed LinkedIn becoming Tinder? We are often afraid to report such negative comments. We think we have to report to the social media service provider. No, you just have to report it to your district cybercrime cell. Because social media laws in India are governed by IT Act. People have a fear of approaching the cops. There is an apprehension to approach the labyrinth of the legal system. When we know that just a nasty or vulgar comment can be reported just to your local police station, people are still not ready to fight for the right. They will just live ignoring the wrong. And why is that? Because there is a basic lack of legal knowledge of rights and procedures. What I noticed was that there must be a way for us to get out of this situation, because there is a way out of every situation. You have to identify the problem, look for the opportunity, and find a way through it and work on it. I found my path. I decided I had to spread legal awareness through podcasts, YouTube channels, writing articles, webinars. Then I was approached by various groups, including UN Girl Up campaigns, NGOs, colleges, again podcasts, YouTubers. I also gave a TEDx talk. I even co-authored a book. The way to bring change is by going with one thought of change and taking a step in that direction and gaining momentum. I was later approached by many other groups because the goal was not financial gains, but to purely spread awareness through as many platforms as possible. And as we achieve high, we not be stuck in that place. We have to keep the canvas of life blank so that we can write the next chapter. My next goal is to spread legal awareness in vernacular languages. I want legal awareness to be part of school curriculum, to know the basic rights and procedures. It is extremely important for every generation to know it over there, so that when they get to college and further into the society, they know the procedure. They do not have the fear of the system in them. The pendulum of life swings in both directions, and we have to accept it, value it, and respect it. Change happens, and we have to change every situation. We cannot be stuck in a situation. We have the ability to reinvent ourselves. We can always upgrade ourselves to the next version. I decided to look at the opportunity. What I have observed in my own life and in my own situation is that if that day I did not take an action after watching the video of the burnt victim, who, by the way, was 4 months pregnant, and I did not do something about spreading awareness about cyber law, I would not be here today. We have to plan on making it a great life for ourselves, because nobody else is going to do it for us. It is our responsibility, it is your responsibility to make each day memorable, productive, and important, because it is a day out of your life. An average human lives 27,375 days. If I gave you a diary with 27,375 blank pages and told you this is all the time you have, how would you write your story? Thank you.